Hey, Nathan Roshan with Z2H. Today, just wanted to come to you real quick and talk about stress and anxiety. All of us have been going through a lot of anxiety. We've had a lot of stress in the past year, the past couple years, and more specifically, since the coronavirus or whatever you want to call it hit. There has been a lot of inconsistencies going on. There has been a lot of mandates and scare tactics being brought upon us by the media. And there's a lot of people that are confused what to believe, what's really going on. So that's going to bring a lot of stress. Not only that, because of what has been going on, there's been a lot of things in everyone's personal lives that have been affected. Relationships have been affected. Jobs have been affected. Plans for your entire family have been affected. With schools being out, your child may have not been able to attend classes, and you had to resort to other means. I have a friend who she had to quit her job because she couldn't handle homeschooling her child and being home and taking care of him, and also trying to work a full-time job in the medical field. It's hit everybody. There's not a person who hasn't been affected. Some of us have been able to hold on to our jobs, and a lot, not a lot, but some people have actually benefited, depending on what field they're in, from what has happened. They may have gotten more hours, promotions, things like that. So there has been some good, but with that, there's been a lot more people who have been affected in not so great of a way. And that's who I'm here to talk to. Life is all about changes. It's all about growing and evolving, and nothing ever stays the same. Sometimes that's a good thing, but unfortunately, when something's going good, it may not always be that way, and we're going to have to adapt, and we're going to have to grow, and we're going to have to switch our tactics several times in life in order to meet the demands of living on planet Earth in this day and age. Luckily, none of us are alone. So even though you are stressed and you might be feeling some anxiety, and you might be thinking it's the end of the road, and you're not sure what to do, while each and every one of us cannot be in the exact place you're in and feel exactly the same type of stressors that you may have at the moment, we all have been somewhere close to where you're at now. We felt the same exact emotions and uncertainties and stressors that you are going under right now. The best way to deal with those types of feelings or emotions is to kind of self-reflect. Ask yourself questions. Why am I feeling this way? What exactly are the exact events that have led up to the feelings that I feel? How can I overcome these feelings? Is this something that's brought on by my own mental thought processes, or is this something that is an outside influence? Meditate. Meditation is a great way to quiet your mind and overcome panic attacks and different anxiety and stressors that you're going through at the time. Meditation is not the same for everybody. It's different for everybody, actually. The basics of meditation is to quiet your mind and focus on one thing or nothing for an extended amount of time, and that resets or reboots your mind so that it can get out of the pattern of thinking that it's in. And some people do this by listening to guided meditation. There's a bunch of YouTube videos that you can, just search guided meditation on YouTube or on, line or whatever. You can come up with a lot of those videos. Those work. Some people love those. Other people just listen to music that you like, and then just quiet your mind and just close your eyes if you need to. Relax where nobody can disturb you. You're not around anybody for 5 minutes, 3 minutes. I mean, however long you have. I mean, obviously the longer the better. And as you do it, you're gonna start increasing the time that you do it just naturally, because it's like a muscle. You've been working it, so it's gonna get stronger and stronger, and you're gonna be able to do it for a longer period of time. That's something that I suggest to help you quiet your mind. Daily affirmations. It's a mental game. When it comes to things like this, it's all mind over matter. It's mental. So you want to control those thoughts. You want to overcome those negative loops in your head. And what those are is your ego. It's your it's like the little kid that's still inside you. It's like, I guess that's how I describe it. That's trying to protect you, right? It's trying to protect you, so it looks at the worst case scenario, and it loops in your mind about the outcomes of that scenario, so that it can give you a thought process that could potentially overcome any worst case scenario. But I guess luckily, a lot of times we don't hit the worst case scenario. And by thinking in that kind of a pattern, we do happen to, sometimes we gear things into that way of thinking to where we start manifesting bad things happening or in our life. Because, like I said, everything's a mind game on this planet. Everything's mental. It's all about your outlook. What people fail to realize a lot of times is that we're actually spiritual beings, and we're having a physical existence, right? You know, kind of growing up through society and things, we kind of been taught the opposite, right? That you're a physical being first, and you have some kind of a spiritual thing within you. No, you are energy. You are a spiritual creation always, and you've manifested into a physical body right now, today, in this dimension on this planet, to experience life, to experience something different and more physical. So always remember that, and you're never, ever, ever alone. There is always, you always have, whether it be physical friends or family or even other people you do not even know, are actually supporting you, and they have your back. And on top of that, there's always spiritual entities and beings, energies that are supporting you. I don't want to get too deep into the spiritual side today, because we're trying to focus on, physical stress, physical anxiety. But whether you believe in God or anything or nothing at all, that's fine. It doesn't take away from the fact that there is a creator. There is a form of existence that is above and beyond what we currently are now, and that's always going to have your back, and that's always going to be looking out for you. So it is a stressful time. It will get better. It will get better. I guarantee you that. There's a lot of disinformation out there right now, because there's a lot of different forces at work right now with what's going on. We are entering into the age of Aquarius. For some of you astrologers, people that follow that type of science, we are coming into that. So there's an adjustment happening on planet Earth. We're actually also evolving as human beings. We're starting to learn what works for all and what does not. And just like a teenager who just hit puberty and just got their first car, and and finally experience life on their own, with some more freedoms as a collective. That's kind of what happening with our technology and the new ways of thinking that are, kind of becoming globally accepted. Things are changing, and we're trying to find our footing. So just know it's okay. You're gonna be fine. Life's gonna get better. Life is amazing. Life is beautiful. If it's a job, if it's a relationship, maybe you lost your home, maybe you lost a loved one, or maybe you're battling a health problem, or whatever your case may be, it is only temporary. And with the right mindset, and with daily affirmations, and with meditation, and with seeking advice and counsel from your friends, family, or a person such as myself, a life coach, or maybe even a psychiatrist or a psychologist, you can overcome anything. So that's all I have for today, and God bless. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.